All right, so you want to get better at English, right? Like really boost your skills. Maybe you can't just like pick up and move to like England or Australia or something.
Right.
But you still want to make some serious progress, you know?
Absolutely.
And you want to do it kind of quickly,
Yeah.
if possible.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, that is exactly what we're diving into today.
We found some really cool stuff for you.
Yeah?
In a YouTube video, actually, from Daily Native English.
Cool.
And it's a transcript from one of their videos.
Okay.
Where Noah's talking to somebody about learning English alone.
Alone? That's interesting.
Yeah, just by yourself, no like courses or anything.
Right.
And they lay out this 6-step method.
6 steps.
To get better faster.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
So our mission today is to break down those 6 steps for all of you solo learners out there.
Yes.
So you can improve your English quickly and have fun doing it.
Okay, awesome. I like it.
From home.
So step 1, where do we even begin?
Well, they start with something pretty basic, building your vocabulary.
Yeah. It makes sense.
But they have a really helpful analogy.
What's that?
They compare learning English to building a house.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
And they say nouns are like the bricks.
Okay, so nouns are like the foundation.
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean, that makes sense, right?
It does.
Because even if your grammar isn't perfect,
Right.
you can still communicate a lot.
Yeah.
Just with nouns.
Just by naming things.
Like imagine you're in a store.
Yeah.
You could just say water.
Right.
And they'll probably get you what you need.
Exactly.
So nouns are like those survival words.
Yeah, they're essential.
Yeah.
And once you have a good foundation of nouns,
Yeah.
then you can start adding the other stuff.
Right, like verbs and adjectives.
Exactly.
Okay, so how do we start building up these nouns?
So their first technique is pretty simple.
Tell me.
It's called labeling your world.
Labeling your world, okay.
Yeah, you basically get a bunch of sticky notes.
All right.
And write the English word for things you see around your house.
Like door.
Remote
table chair.
Yeah, whatever you see.
Okay.
And you stick those notes on the objects.
So I'm looking at my lamp right now.
Yeah.
I'd write lamp on a sticky note and stick it on the lamp.
Exactly. And then every time you see the note, you say the word out loud.
Oh, so it's like I'm constantly being reminded of the English word.
Right. It's like immersion, but in your own home.
I like it.
And then they have this fun little challenge.
Oh, what's that?
You only take the note off when you can remember the word without looking.
Oh, okay. So it's like a little test.
Yeah.
To see if I really know it.
Exactly.
Okay, I like that.
It makes it more engaging.
Right, not just memorizing.
Yeah, exactly.
So what's next?
Okay, so once you've labeled your world, they recommend organizing all those nouns.
Oh, okay. How do we do that?
By category.
Category.
So like household items.
Okay.
Food, places, feelings.
Feelings, okay.
Yeah.
So it's like creating these mental groups.
Right.
Okay. That makes sense.
Right. That helps your brain make connections.
Yeah, it's like a filing system.
Exactly.
Make it easier to find the words later.
Right.
Okay, cool. And then there's flashcards.
Yeah. Good old flashcards.
I use those a lot in school.
They're classic for a reason.
Yeah.
They really help you practice.
And you can use them anywhere.
Yeah.
Like on the bus or waiting in line.
Exactly.
What kind of flashcards do they recommend?
They say both physical and digital are good.
Okay, so like paper ones or apps?
Yeah, whatever works for you.
Oh.
But they do recommend adding pictures.
Oh, yeah, pictures are helpful.
They help you remember the word better.
Especially for visual learners.
Right.
And you can use the flashcards to test yourself.
Yeah, or have a friend quiz you.
Right.
And a lot of the digital apps will track your progress for you.
Oh, that's good.
But you can see how you're doing.
Okay, so building vocabulary is step 1.
Right. And the key is to make it fun.
Yeah.
Don't just try to memorize lists.
Right. Be creative with it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's step 2?
Step 2 is active reading and summarizing.
Active reading. Okay.
So it's not just about understanding the words.
Right?
It's about absorbing the language.
Okay. Getting feel for it.
Exactly.
Okay, so how do we read actively?
Well, one technique they recommend is reading aloud.
Reading aloud.
Yeah.
I know some people find that weird.
It can feel strange at first.
Yeah.
But it's really helpful for pronunciation.
Oh, okay.
And intonation and rhythm.
Oh, yeah, like the music of the language.
Right.
I can see how that would help.
And it's great practice for speaking.
Yeah, even if it's just to yourself.
Exactly. It builds confidence.
Okay, that makes sense.
So after you read something,
yeah,
they recommend summarizing it.
Summarize it. Okay.
In your own words.
Like explaining it to someone else.
Right.
Okay.
And they even suggest getting creative with it.
Creative, how so?
Like imagine a different ending.
Oh, okay.
Or write a short review.
Oh, I see.
So you're not just repeating what you read.
Right. I'm engaging with it.
Exactly.
Okay.
And the best part is
Yeah.
they encourage you to summarize out loud.
Aloud. Okay.
So you're practicing speaking and writing at the same time.
Oh, that's a double win.
Yeah.
I like it.
They also have this really interesting technique called ELI5.
ELI5. What's that?
It stands for explain. Like, I'm 5.
Okay.
So you take something complex
Yeah.
and explain it in simple English.
Like a 5-year-old could understand.
Exactly.
Okay, that sounds challenging.
It is, but it's really helpful.
Why is that?
Because it forces you to use clear language
Okay.
and simple vocabulary,
Right.
which is essential for everyday conversation.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you're basically training yourself to communicate effectively
Right.
using everyday English.
Okay, cool.
And they recommend starting with material you enjoy.
Oh, yeah, that's important.
Blogs,
Right.
short stories, or even subtitles on videos.
Okay. Yeah.
If you're watching something anyway,
Right.
might as well use it to learn.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, so we've built our vocabulary
Mhm.
and we're reading actively.
Yeah.
What's next?
I'm ready for step 3.
Okay, step 3 is all about your inner voice.
My inner voice. Okay.
Yeah, this is where things get really interesting.
Okay, tell me more.
It's about learning to think in English.
Think in English.
Yes.
So not translating in my head.
Right.
Okay, that's a tough one.
It can be, but it's so important
Why is that?
because it makes your speaking so much faster and more natural.
Oh, I see, because I'm not constantly translating in my head.
Exactly.
It's like removing a step.
Yeah, it streamlines the process.
Okay, so how do I start thinking in English?
Well, their first technique is called narrating your life.
Narrating my life. Okay.
Yeah. So as you go about your day,
Yeah.
you describe what you're doing in English,
In my head.
in your head or out loud if you want.
Okay.
Like even simple things.
Give me an example.
Like if you're making breakfast,
Yeah.
you might think I'm pouring cereal.
I'm pouring cereal.
I'm adding milk.
I'm adding milk.
I'm eating my breakfast.
Okay.
Just simple descriptions.
Yeah.
And as you get comfortable, you can add more detail.
Like what?
Instead of I'm drinking coffee,
Right.
you could think I'm enjoying a hot cup of coffee to wake me up.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm using more vocabulary.
Exactly.
Okay. I like it.
Another technique is describing your environment.
Describing my environment.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you pick a random object,
Like what?
like that lamp you mentioned earlier,
Okay.
and you describe it in English.
So I might say it's a tall lamp
Yeah,
with a white shade.
exactly.
Okay.
And you can even imagine giving a tour.
A tour.
Yeah, like you're showing someone your house.
Oh, okay. In English.
Right.
That's fun.
It's a good way to practice.
Yeah.
And they also recommend
Yeah, I
switching your everyday thoughts to English.
Okay.
Like your to-do list.
Oh,
or
yeah.
just random thoughts that pop into your head.
So instead of thinking I need to go to the store later,
Yeah.
I think I need to go to the store later.
Exact. Right. Okay. And don't worry about being perfect at first.
Yeah.
The goal is just to get comfortable
Right.
with thinking in English.
Yeah.
It'll become more natural over time.
Like anything else.
Exactly.
And I like that I can do this anywhere.
Right.
Like when I'm waiting for the bus.
Yeah.
Or brushing my teeth.
Exactly.
It doesn't require any extra time.
It's just about using your existing thoughts.
I like that.
So if you're listening right now,
Yeah.
try thinking a thought in English.
Okay.
Any thought.
Okay. I'm doing it.
Good. Keep it going throughout the day.
I'll try.
You might be surprised how much it helps.
Okay. Let's move on to step 4.
All right, step 4 is mastering natural pronunciation.
Oh, that's a big one.
It is.
Because if people can't understand me,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter how good my vocabulary is.
Right.
Or how well I can think in English.
Exactly.
So how do we improve our pronunciation?
They recommend using voice input tools.
Voice input tools.
Yeah, like the voice typing feature in Google Docs.
Oh, okay. So I speak and it types.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good way to see how accurate your pronunciation is.
Oh, I see. Because if it can't understand me,
right.
then I know I need to work on something.
Yeah, play.
And then I can practice saying those words.
Yeah, until it types them correctly.
Oh, I like that.
It's like having a pronunciation coach right there on your computer.
Yeah, it's like instant feedback.
Exactly.
Okay.
Another great technique is shadowing.
Shadowing. Okay.
Yeah, you listen to a short audio clip
Okay.
and then you repeat it immediately.
Right after they say it?
Yeah, you try to match their tone and speed.
Oh, okay. So I'm basically mimicking them.
Right.
Okay.
It helps you learn the natural rhythm and flow of the language.
Yeah, because I'm hearing it and then saying it right away.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense.
And you don't have to start at full speed.
Oh, good.
You can go slowly at first
Okay.
and then gradually increase the speed as you get better.
Okay. That makes sense.
And another tip is to record yourself speaking.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Sometimes we don't realize how we sound.
Right, until we hear it played back.
Exactly.
Okay.
So read a passage aloud
Yeah.
and then listen back to the recording.
Okay.
Pay attention to any sounds or intonation patterns that sound off.
Oh, yeah, like if I'm stressing the wrong syllable.
Right. Or if your intonation is too flat.
Okay. I can see how that would be helpful.
It's all about becoming aware of your own speech patterns.
Yeah, and then I can focus on those areas when I practice.
Exactly.
Okay, so voice input, shadowing, and recording.
Right. Those are the key techniques for improving pronunciation.
Okay, cool. What's step 5?
Step 5 is setting clear and achievable goals.
Oh, okay. Goals are important.
They are.
For anything, really.
Yeah.
Not just language learning.
Exactly.
So how do we set good goals for learning English?
Well, first, they say you need to define your why.
My why.
Yeah, why are you learning English in the first place?
Oh, okay.
Is it for work,
Mm-hmm.
travel,
Okay.
personal growth?
Right.
What's your motivation?
Okay, yeah, that's important to know.
It is, because it'll keep you going.
Especially when it gets tough.
Right. When you hit those plateaus.
Yeah, motivation is key.
And once you know your why, you need to set specific goals.
Okay, so not just I want to be fluent.
Right, that's too vague.
Yeah.
You need something you can measure.
You mean example?
Like, I want to learn 10 new business phrases this week.
Okay, that's specific
Yeah,
and measurable.
exactly.
Okay.
Or I want to watch a movie in English without subtitles.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one.
It gives you something to aim for, and when you achieve it,
Yeah.
you feel a sense of accomplishment.
Right, which keeps you motivated.
Exactly.
Okay.
What else? They recommend keeping a learning journal.
A journal. Okay.
Yeah, you can write down new words,
Okay.
phrases you've learned,
Okay.
or any small achievements.
Oh, I like that.
It's a way to track your progress.
Yeah, and see how far I've come.
Exactly.
Okay. And they also say to celebrate those milestones.
Yeah, even the small ones.
Okay. Give yourself a little reward.
Ah, I like that.
It helps you stay motivated.
Yeah, positive reinforcement.
Exactly.
Okay, so clear goals and tracking progress are essential.
Right. It makes the learning process more effective.
And more enjoyable, I bet.
Definitely.
All right, bring on step 6.
Okay. Step 6 is engaging in real conversations.
Oh, that's the ultimate goal, right?
Okay.
To be able to speak English with other people.
Yeah.
But what if I'm learning alone?
Well, they have some techniques for that too.
Okay, what are they?
They suggest practicing with technology.
Technology of?
Yeah, like voice assistant.
Like Siri.
Siri, yeah, or Google Assistant. You can ask them questions.
Okay.
Tell them about your day.
Oh, I see
Just
that.
practice speaking in English.
Even if it's just a machine.
Yeah, and some of them can even give you feedback.
Oh, really?
Google Assistant can tell you if you're pronouncing something wrong,
Oh, that's cool.
but you can correct it.
Okay, I like that.
Another technique is simulating situations. Simulating situations, okay.
Ah, yeah, so you imagine yourself in a real-life scenario,
You mean example.
like ordering coffee at a cafe,
Okay.
and you practice saying the dialogue out loud.
So I might say, can I get a latte, please?
Exactly.
Right.
And then you imagine what the barista might say,
Okay.
and you respond accordingly.
Oh, I see. So I'm practicing both sides of the conversation.
Right.
Okay. That's a good way to prepare.
And they also recommend using what-if scenarios.
What if scenarios?
Yeah, like what if I lose my keys?
Okay.
What would I say?
So I'm practicing for unexpected situations.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then the most advanced technique
Yeah.
is creating imaginary conversations.
Imaginary conversation.
Yeah, you basically make up a conversation in your head,
Okay.
and you play both roles.
Oh, that's interesting.
So you're speaking and responding,
Right.
all in English.
Okay, that sounds challenging but fun.
It is. It's a good way to really test your fluency,
Yeah.
and they emphasize the importance of practicing out loud.
Yeah, even if you're alone,
Right.
it helps you get comfortable with speaking.
Exactly.
And build confidence.
Yeah, the more you practice, the better you'll get.
Okay, so that's all 6 steps.
Yeah, that's the method.
Wow. That's a lot of information.
It is, but
Yeah.
it's all really practical.
Yeah, and actionable.
Exactly.
So to recap,
Okay.
step 1, build your vocabulary.
Right.
Step 2, active reading and summarizing.
Mm-hmm.
Step 3, think in English.
Yeah.
Step 4, master pronunciation.
Right.
Step 5, set clear goals.
Yes.
And step 6, engage in real or simulated conversations.
Exactly.
And remember, consistency is key.
It is.
Do a little bit each day
Yeah.
and celebrate your progress.
Don't get discouraged.
Right, everyone learns at their own pace.
Exactly.
Now, before we wrap up,
Yeah,
they mentioned 2 ebooks in the video
they did.
that sound really helpful.
Yeah, they're all about conversation.
Oh, okay.
The first one is called 6 Skills to Handle Any English Conversation.
6 skills to handle any English conversation.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a guide
Uh,
for all sorts of situations,
right.
like making requests
Okay.
or resolving disagreements.
Oh, that's a tough one,
It is.
but important.
Yeah.
And the second ebook,
It's called 400 Must-Know Questions and Answers for Daily Conversations.
400 must-know questions and answers for daily conversations.
Wow. Yeah, it's like a cheat sheet
Okay.
for everyday
With
conversations.
native-like answers.
Right, and explanations.
Oh, that sounds helpful.
Yeah, if you're looking for some extra support,
Yeah,
those ebooks sound like a great resource.
they do.
And we've got links to them in the description.
Awesome.
So if you're interested,
Yeah.
you can check them out.
Okay, great.
Well, that's all the time we have for today.
Wow. This has been a really informative deep dive.
It has.
I feel like I've learned a lot.
Me too.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And good luck on your English learning journey.
Keep practicing.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.